And our man, Michigan State Spartan bred, Miles Bridges, we got Maximum and Mouthpieces down there. Because the conversation should have been about Miles Bridges commanding a max contract, but it has very recently become Miles Bridges smacked a girl in the face with his mouthpiece when he was trying to hit a taunter when he got ejected from the game against those Hawks. So, Miles came out, press conference, apologized profusely, feels bad about it.
Great apology.
Was that?
It's a great apology.
And it's not a good look. He got hit with a $50,000 fine for it. Is it going to affect his contract status?
Oh, if you're the Pistons, you hope so. But I mean, it came out. He's expected to command the max. I think Jake Fisher reported it, which for him would be 5 years and $173 million, which is just under $35 million a year for the 5 years, and it gets tricky, right? Because he's a guy who's up for most improved this year. He's played really well. It seems like he's gotten better every year that he's been in the NBA, which you love to see. Mm-hmm. And then, you're like, oh, maybe you can go to a different team. But then you throw that $35 million, a year price tag on him. And you're like, oh, no, maybe not for that. Maybe I don't want my team to sign him. Or as a guy all year where it's like, oh, man, if the Pistons get Miles Bridges next year, like, watch out. You got Sadiq, you got Cade, you got Miles Bridges, Killian, Isaiah Stewart, all those guys. And then now you're talking about, that kind of money instead of $25 million a year. It's $35. And I think it just gives you a little bit of pause.
Yeah, I mean, this is, Miles last year rejected the Hornets contract extension. They offered him $60 million over 4 years. This man knew his worth. He played up for his worth. I mean, you talk about career highs across the board for him. Points, assists, rebounds, steals, blocks, usage, everything. He's, just like you said, he's improved every year. He made a leap this year to be, one of the better young stars in the NBA. Would I love to see him rocking red, white, and blue? Absolutely. For $35 million a year, that's any price tag, Ryan.
I know. Yeah, it's tough, and he is what the Pistons, could use. He's a scorer, 20 points a game this year, 7 boards, still not that great of a three-point shooter, 33%, 80% from the line. And obviously like a super freak athlete, which the Pistons are lacking tremendously. They don't have anybody that's as athletic.
That man,
as Miles Bridges is. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. As much as I have loved the idea of Miles Bridges on the Pistons, really since he was coming out of the draft and especially seeing what he was doing this year, I don't think that I want to max him out. Not yet anyway. But, I mean, Troy Weaver did make a comment the other day, the Pistons are going to be more aggressive in ways that they weren't aggressive, since he's been here. And obviously that's, it hints towards free agency because they haven't really done anything in free agency except bring in Jeremy Grant.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. I be on a what? Yeah. I be on a